What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Now, slightly different setting from the previous videos you've seen from me, and obviously I've not posted an awful lot recently. That is because I have not travelled. There's been no airports, there's been no mountains, there's no beaches, just no travelling in general since my last trip back in March, which was obviously the Morocco trip, which was the last thing you actually seen from me, and that's obviously due to recent events. However, if you couldn't tell from the title of the video or that opening sequence, if you have been following my channel for quite some time, you do know that I love Slovenia, and I am very, very happy to announce in this video that I will be going back, fingers crossed and touch wood, that obviously if nothing occurs between now and the end of September, that I will be going back to Slovenia at the end of September. Where I will travel from there, obviously I don't know. I just need to make sure that things are safe and it is safe to travel and I'm not putting myself or anyone else at risk, which I will touch upon in this video a bit later on. However, as I said, if you have followed me for quite some time, you do know that I love Slovenia. It is my favourite place in Europe, and that brings me nicely on to the sponsor of this video. So the guys over at Deutschland.de are running an incredible campaign this summer called Shaping Europe, and I'm going to touch on it in a lot more detail in just a moment. But if you want to read over everything that they are doing, head over to the social media platforms that I will link down below in the description, or head over to their website for the most up-to-date information. However, this is the fun part of their campaign for you guys to get involved in. They are actually giving away 5 lots of 7-day Interrail or EU rail passes, depending on where you come from in the world, as part of a giveaway to share the campaign and share inspiration for European travel. And I've got all the details on how you guys can get involved and potentially win some free Interrail passes. So the reason why I mentioned that Slovenia is my favourite place in Europe, if I have to be specific, I would say Lake Bled or Ljubljana. But the reason why I did mention that Slovenia is my favourite place is because the guys over at Deutschland.de are running an interactive Google map where they're essentially asking everyone to share their favourite place in Europe, to share inspiration with everyone else and map out a best route for people interrailing Europe for all the best destinations. And this is where you guys can get involved. You can head over to the first link in the description, fill out your details, including your favourite place in Europe. You can even add photos on there if you want to have your photos on the interactive map. And if you do get selected, your destination gets selected by them and put into the final map, then you will be in with a chance of winning some Interrail tickets. And I just think that's a great thing that they are doing to help unite everyone after what has obviously been a tough couple of months for everyone around the world. But just to get people back travelling, it's a great campaign that they are running over there. So for more information on the giveaway and more resources on things like living in Germany, studying in Germany, and even working in Germany, head over to the Deutschland.de Instagram page where you'll find all the information you need. And you might spot a familiar face over there on the next 4 weeks, as I will be working with them on Instagram stories as well. So keep an eye out for me on their Instagram stories within the next month. Anyway, let's get back to the video. So the main purpose of me making this video was obviously to announce that I am going to be traveling again, and I actually can't wait to do so, as long as it is safe, which is at the moment it is. There is no travel restrictions on entering Slovenia for UK citizens. That got updated a couple of days ago, and now as of yesterday there is no restrictions in returning to the UK. So it does mean I can travel to Slovenia without too many concerns. However, during the past couple of months I have had a lot of Instagram messages and comments on videos and even over on my website asking when is it going to be safe to travel, where is going to be safe to travel, will travel ever get back to normal? And to be honest, the answer from me is I don't have a clue. So answering the questions that I've just mentioned, as I said, I can't answer them, and to be honest, I'm not convinced anyone can fully answer them knowing that they're telling the absolute truth, because at the end of the day we don't know what's going to come around the corner. However, as you're probably aware, some countries are no longer completely advised against in terms of travel, which means you can travel to some countries again, which is a first step in the right direction in my opinion. If you are anything like me and you are thinking about traveling, even if it's not right this minute, maybe in a couple of months time, then there are a few things that we can do and we can all do collectively to help reduce the spread of the virus and obviously help ensure that we do travel safe. And the first thing is just go to countries that are deemed safe to go to. Now, not everywhere is going to be 100% safe unless that country has 0 cases of the virus. And even then it could still come back, but you're better going for countries that have lower rates of infections, lower death rates, lower cases, and then you can feel relatively safe travelling there, and that's where Slovenia comes in, specifically compared to the UK, although most places have dealt with this better than the UK. I'm not going to touch on that though, but Slovenia does have low cases, it has low death rates. One of the biggest things we will have to look out for when we are travelling now is the country that you are travelling to. You should probably plan ahead and read up on the guidelines that are set in that country. So I know, for example, in Slovenia, you've got to try and maintain like a 1.5 meter distance from everyone else. You've got to wear masks where possible. I think you have to wear them in shops and stuff like that, which is also now in effect in the UK, so that won't be much different for me. And obviously just keep on top of hygiene and stuff like that. Just make sure you read up on the local guidelines for whichever country or region you're travelling to, because at the end of the day you need to respect them, because they will be enforced by law, and the last thing you want to do is end up getting in trouble with the law whilst you're on holiday or whilst you're travelling, purely because you didn't respect the guidelines on the virus. But I'm sure you're all wondering, why have I picked Slovenia? I've been there like 3 or 4 times now. Why am I going again? Well, as I said, it's one of my favourite places in Europe, and for many reasons. The mountains, the people, the way of living, it's just very calm and very relaxed. They actually have quite a low population of around 2 million people, and it's just an incredible place to go. And I've actually previously released a how to travel Slovenia video and a Slovenia travel film. So if you do want any inspiration, maybe you're planning a trip and you're just not too sure where to go, check out them videos and you might get a bit of inspiration. And right now I'm going to share some more clips of Slovenia with you guys to help spread that inspiration. And as I said, if you do have any recommendations, or maybe you want to inspire some other people to travel to certain destinations in Europe, let us know in the comments below, and let's get a discussion going on where you think people should consider traveling to over the coming months. When I'm there, I'm obviously going to go to Ljubljana, I'm going to go back to Lake Bled, and then I think I'm going to check out some of the mountains in Triglav National Park, because that place is just absolutely spectacular. There's a couple of lakes I didn't visit on my last trip to Slovenia as well, so I'm going to be obviously producing quite a lot of content while I'm out there, so keep your eyes peeled later in the year for that content. In terms of content between now and then, I still have quite a few Morocco videos that I will be making and releasing over the coming weeks, and trying to fill that gap up until travelling in September, because without travelling I don't actually have that much content to make, which is why I'm delighted to announce in this video that I will be partnering with Deutschland.de to help with this campaign of shaping Europe, and obviously announce that I will be travelling again later in the year, which I just honestly can't wait to do. But the main thing right now is I hope all of you are doing well, I hope all of you are staying safe, and if you are travelling, remember to travel safe as well. If you did like this video and you are looking forward to the rest of the content I'll be producing with the guys over at Deutschland.de, and obviously my Slovenia content, then be sure to let me know by leaving a like, put any comments or questions down below in the comment section. Check out obviously the guys over at Deutschland.de. They will be in the first link in the description, and there will be more content on both my Instagram, their Instagram and their Facebook page if you want to check any of that out. Thank you all for watching. Until next time, goodbye.